Welcome to our first episode on urban legends around the world. Today we will be covering 5 urban legends from Japan. In this episode we will be covering Kuchisake-onna, Hanako-san, Rokurokubi, the Red Room Curse, and Teke Teke. The Kuchisake-onna, or slit-mouthed woman, is a popular urban legend and ghost story from Japan. The tale has evolved over the years. Kuchisake-onna is typically described as a woman wearing a surgical mask, common in Japan for colds, allergies, or simply to maintain privacy. Her hair is often long and covers her face partially. Beneath her mask, she is said to have a mouth that has been slit from ear to ear, giving her a grotesque appearance. The origins of the Kuchisake-onna legend are not entirely clear, but it has been suggested that it might have roots in the Heian period or could have evolved from tales of malicious, vengeful spirits known as onryo. Some stories trace her origins to a jealous husband or lover who mutilated her as punishment for her perceived beauty or infidelity. The Kuchisake-onna is known to approach individuals, usually children or solitary travelers, on dimly lit streets or alleys. She will typically ask the person, "Am I pretty or do you think I'm beautiful?" If the individual responds no, she might attack or kill them outright. If they answer yes, she will then remove her mask, revealing her gruesomely slit mouth, and ask, "How about now?" Answering no this time may lead to the individual being killed. Responding with yes may result in the Kuchisake-onna slitting their mouth to resemble hers, making them beautiful like her. Hanako-san, or Hanako of the toilet, is another well-known urban legend from Japan. Hanako-san is typically described as a young girl with bobbed hair and a red skirt. She is said to haunt school bathrooms. The specific origins of the Hanako-san legend are somewhat unclear, but it's believed to have become popular in the 1950s. Over time, various backstories have emerged, explaining how Hanako-san became a ghostly entity. Some common explanations include she was a victim of World War II air raids while playing hide-and-seek in a school bathroom. She was murdered by a stranger or an abusive parent in a school restroom. She died in a tragic accident in the school bathroom. To summon Hanako-san, one must go to the third stall, most often in a school bathroom, usually on the 3rd floor, and knock 3 times before asking, "Are you there, Hanako-san?" If she's present, she will answer, "Yes, I am." Upon opening the door, the individual might see a small ghostly girl or be pulled into the toilet, leading them to another, often hellish dimension. The specific details of the Hanako-san legend can vary depending on the region or specific school in Japan. For instance, in some versions, Hanako-san might be more benign, while in others, she might be malevolent. While the 3rd stall of the bathroom is the most commonly associated spot for Hanako-san, other versions specify different stalls or other locations entirely. Hanako-san is arguably one of the most famous urban legends in Japan and is known by many school children. The tale is often used as a test of courage, similar to Bloody Mary in Western cultures. The legend has been adapted into numerous forms of media, including movies, manga, anime, and video games. Rokurokubi are creatures found in Japanese folklore and are a particularly interesting type of urban legend and myth. At first glance, Rokurokubi appear to be normal human beings. However, they have a distinct supernatural ability. At night, while they sleep, their necks stretch to an incredible length, allowing their heads to roam freely. The origin of the Rokurokubi legend is not entirely clear, but stories about them have been present in Japanese literature for centuries. They can be found in Edo period texts and woodblock prints. Rokurokubi live among humans during the day, and their supernatural nature might not be easily discernible. However, at night their eerie transformation occurs. While their long necks roam, they might engage in various activities, from startling regular humans to simply searching for food or drink. Some tales depict them as malevolent, while others suggest they are simply mischievous or benign. It's important to note that Rokurokubi are distinct from another similar creature, the Notchback, which are beings whose faces become blank and featureless. Some interpretations suggest that people can become Rokurokubi as a result of a curse or due to karma from past misdeeds. In some tales, the Rokurokubi's condition might be the result of a disease or another supernatural affliction. Rokurokubi, like many yokai, supernatural creatures or spirits in Japanese folklore, have been subjects of fascination for centuries in Japan. They've been featured in various artworks, stories, and plays. In contemporary times, they have appeared in manga, anime, and films, often with various reinterpretations or adaptations to fit the modern context. The Red Room Curse, also known simply as Red Room, is a contemporary Japanese urban legend and is tied closely to the rise of the internet, making it a digital or cyber-related horror tale. The legend revolves around a mysterious and malevolent computer pop-up or virus. When an individual is on their computer, they may encounter a pop-up window. This window usually displays a series of red-tinted, scrambled, or distorted text, possibly accompanied by a voice asking, "Do you like the Red Room?" Those who see the pop-up are said to become cursed. As the story goes, the person will eventually be led to a website showing a list of names. The cursed individual will recognize some of the names, and at the bottom of the list will be their own name. After seeing this, the individual will meet a gruesome end, typically involving them dying in a room painted with their own blood, turning it red, hence the name Red Room. The exact origin of the Red Room curse is a bit murky, but its notoriety grew during the early days of the internet in Japan. The legend took on a more sinister tone following real-life incidents that drew parallels to the story, making people more anxious about its possible truth. The Red Room curse gained significant attention after it was allegedly linked to a real-life crime in Japan, where the perpetrator was rumored to have been influenced or obsessed with the legend. This legend, due to its modern context and internet-centric nature, has been adapted into various media, including animations, short films, and creepypasta stories. The narrative perfectly encapsulates the fears associated with the uncontrolled spread of information and the inherent dangers of the vast, anonymous internet. The Red Room curse, like many urban legends, plays upon contemporary anxieties. In this case, it's the unease around the uncontrollable nature of the internet, the idea that malevolent forces, be they human hackers or supernatural entities, might reach through our screens and harm us in the real world. Teke Teke is a chilling urban legend from Japan. Teke Teke is said to be the vengeful spirit of a young woman or schoolgirl who has no lower half. She is often depicted as dragging her upper torso with her claw-like hands, making a tek-tek sound as she moves, which is how she gets her name. The legend's specifics vary, but one common version is that the girl was either pushed or accidentally fell onto a railway line, where she was tragically cut in half by an oncoming train. Now, her ghost roams urban areas and is known to chase after people at an alarmingly fast speed despite her lack of legs. Those unlucky enough to cross paths with Teke Teke, especially at night, might hear the characteristic Teke Teke sound of her dragging herself. If she catches up to her victim, she might attack, often resulting in the person being cut in half to resemble her own disfigurement. Some versions of the story suggest that seeing Teke Teke or hearing her story will make you a target for her vengeful spirit within a certain number of days. There are different accounts of how the young woman became Teke Teke. While the train accident is the most common version, other tales involve various tragic or violent circumstances leading to her disfigurement. Some stories involve a cursed school bathroom or other locations where the spirit of Teke Teke is said to reside, waiting for her next victim. Teke Teke has become a well-known legend in Japanese pop culture. The eerie image of a girl dragging her upper torso and the distinctive sound she makes has captured the imaginations of many. The story has been adapted into movies, manga, and even television shows. Its chilling nature makes it a favorite among horror enthusiasts. Like many urban legends, Teke Teke serves as a cautionary tale, warning of the dangers lurking in the dark or in seemingly everyday places. The disfigurement and tragic backstory of the ghost might symbolize the intense societal pressures faced by individuals, particularly young people, and the severe consequences of accidents or violence. The story also touches upon common human fears: the fear of being chased, the fear of the unknown, and the fear of sudden violent death. As with many legends, Teke Teke offers a way for people to confront and process these fears through storytelling. Thank you for joining us today. Catch up with us later this week as we dive into 5 more urban legends, this time from Russia.